We think of Superman as invincible, the man of steel, faster than a speeding bullet and stronger than a locomotive. But what if I told you his real power didn't come from his strength, but from his weaknesses? Let's explore the vulnerabilities that have shaped the Man of Steel and the profound lessons they offer us. Superman's greatest weakness isn't just kryptonite, it's what he doesn't understand. And that terrifies him. But it also teaches him humility. Superman is a creature of science. His powers obey physics, light, and gravity. Magic is another realm entirely. He has no defense against it, no counterstroke, no formula to apply. Characters like Zatanna, Dr. Fate, or even a cursed artifact can leave him utterly powerless. This vulnerability shows that even the most logical and powerful people must accept and respect the mysteries beyond our understanding. Unlike physical threats, magical forces bypass Superman's invulnerability, making him susceptible to spells and enchantments. Life's chaos, grief, love, creativity can't be solved logically. Sometimes strength is letting go of the need to understand. Embracing the unknown with humility allows us to grow and adapt in unforeseen ways. Superman's abilities are fueled by Earth's yellow sun. It charges him like a battery. However, exposure to red sun radiation, akin to that of his home planet Krypton, nullifies his powers, rendering him as vulnerable as any human. It's a perfect metaphor. We are powerful in the right environment. Your workplace, relationships, and daily habits are your sun. If you're not thriving, maybe you're just in the wrong orbit. This reminds us that our environment plays a crucial role in our development and performance. Placing ourselves in nurturing, empowering surroundings can unlock our full potential, while the wrong ones can stifle our growth. If you're not growing, perhaps you're under the wrong sun. Lead blocks Superman's vision. The man who sees everything can't see this. We all have blind spots. True wisdom is knowing they exist. Lead is Superman's optical kryptonite. He can't see through it, period. And that's always been used against him. Bombs hidden in lead casings, traps, deception. It's a brilliant twist. The man who sees everything misses the one thing right in front of him. We all have lead walls in our lives. Assumptions, biases, emotional filters, blind spots. Real maturity begins when we admit there are things we can't see and invite others to help us see more clearly. Acknowledging and seeking help to navigate these blind spots is a sign of true wisdom and strength. Even Superman has fallen prey to overconfidence, underestimating opponents or overestimating his capacity to handle situations alone. When you're used to being the strongest in the room, it's easy to forget that power isn't perfection, but becomes a trap. Over time, he's underestimated enemies, ignored advice, and even assumed his moral compass was infallible. One example is his early encounters with Lex Luthor, a man without powers but overflowing with cunning. Lex exploited Superman's belief that raw strength equals victory. One more, Superman decided to challenge Muhammad Ali in a boxing match. The Man of Steel entered the bout without his trademark strength, but he couldn't stand up to the king of the sport and was defeated. Overconfidence can blind us to risks and lead to unforeseen consequences. Balancing confidence with caution and humility ensures vigilance and preparedness. Confidence without curiosity becomes arrogance. Imagine losing your planet, your family, your culture. Kal-El doesn't just wear a cape, he wears the weight of being the last of his kind. That guilt fuels his drive, but it also isolates him. He often hides behind the Superman persona to avoid dealing with the pain of being an outsider, even in a world that loves him. His inner battles show that strength isn't found in ignoring your scars. It's found in carrying them with integrity. As the last son of Krypton, Superman carries immense psychological burdens, feelings of isolation, survivor's guilt, and the weight of expectation. These internal struggles highlight that even the strongest individuals face emotional challenges. Even the strongest carry ghosts. And the pain we carry is often the fuel for the person we're becoming. Confronting and addressing our inner demons is essential for personal growth and well-being. Superman's love for Lois Lane is a source of strength and a profound vulnerability. His deep connection to her exposes him to emotional pain and potential manipulation by adversaries. Lois is more than Superman's partner. She's his compass. But she also exposes him. Every villain knows she's his soft spot. And still, he chose to love her. That's what makes him heroic. Not the flight, not the laser eyes. The choice to love, knowing the cost. In a world where people guard their emotions like vaults, Superman reminds us that vulnerability isn't weakness. It's proof that we're alive. And that having something to lose means we've found something that matters. Loving someone means you have something to lose. Love doesn't weaken us. It reminds us why we fight. Green kryptonite is perhaps Superman's most infamous weakness, sapping his strength and endangering his life. Yet he faces it head-on, finding ways to overcome its effects. Kryptonite hurts, breaks him down to the cellular level, and yet, he keeps facing it, keeps fighting through it. It's poetic. The thing born from his destroyed home, from his trauma, is what weakens him most. And still, he doesn't run from it. He learns to work around it, grow stronger, and ask for help. We all have a kryptonite, pain we can't fully escape. Your pain might never fully leave, but it doesn't have to define you. It can shape you and become your teacher, if you face it instead of fearing it. Beyond the familiar green, other kryptonite variants affect Superman in diverse ways. Red causes unpredictable behavioral changes, gold can strip his powers permanently, and blue affects bizarro versions of Superman. Each variant peels back a different layer of who he is, or could become. We too have different kryptonites. We're layered. Insecurity, perfectionism, fear of failure. Some weaknesses don't hurt our body. They warp our judgment. Each one hits a different part of us. Self-awareness isn't just about knowing your weakness. It's about understanding how it changes you. This diversity mirrors the multifaceted challenges we encounter in life. Each situation may require a different approach, and adaptability becomes key to resilience. Superman can predict most battles, strength versus strength, speed versus speed. But when the mystical enters the ring, characters like Cersei or Eclipso, not every fight makes sense. Not every crisis plays fair. Sometimes life rewrites the rules mid-game. Suddenly, it's not about might, it's about meaning. That's a powerful reminder. Sometimes life throws us challenges that make no sense. Illness, rejection, crisis. There's no playbook, only presence, only grace. Superman's strength in these moments isn't power. It's adaptability and the courage to keep showing up anyway. And that's something we can all practice. Superman won't kill, won't manipulate, won't dominate, won't cross the line, and sometimes that means he loses, and that puts him at a serious disadvantage. Villains like Darkseid don't play fair. Sometimes his values cost him battles, but he holds the line. Why? Because power without restraint is tyranny, and he knows that the real battle isn't outside him, it's inside. In a world where shortcuts tempt us daily, Superman reminds us, the fight for your values will be the hardest, but also the most important. Values that cost are the only ones that count. Power isn't what you can do, it's what you refuse to do. He's not human, but he was raised as one. He cries, he doubts, he grieves, he hopes, and he loves. That choice, to feel, to connect, is his greatest strength. His powers make him extraordinary, but his humanity makes him Superman. The moment we pretend we're bulletproof, we lose connection. Superman chooses vulnerability. That's what gives his strength meaning. That's what makes his falls powerful. Because he gets up anyway, and so can we. Superman isn't perfect. He's powerful because he's fallen and risen again. That's the story, not of a god, but of a man who keeps choosing to be better. And if he can do that, so can we. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more stories about your favorite legends.